brought up a good question on Twitter. Who the f is Chloe Bailey making music for? Hey y'all, for those of you who don't know, my name is Lo and I'm back with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about Chloe Bailey yet again. Before we get into it, I just want to say that I really do like Chloe Bailey. She, in my opinion, is one of the most talented singers of like this new era of singers, along with like Coco Jones. Well, I wouldn't consider Coco Jones to be a new singer, but like a new artist, I guess, because like she's making music on her own now. Y'all know what I'm saying, but like there's a lot of artists that claim they're singers and they're not really that good in this new era. So Chloe Bailey is definitely top tier. Her and her sister Halle, of course, you know, they both have just crazy, outrageous vocals. So yeah, she is incredibly talented and I really do like her. I love her voice, actually. I've made a couple of YouTube videos backing Chloe up, but look, let's face the facts. This woman has absolutely no idea what she is doing as an artist. And I get it, she's a new solo artist. She's young, she still has time to figure all of that stuff out. She's definitely buzzing in the media right now. Every time I go on Twitter, which is like every second of every day, but every time I go on Twitter, her name is almost always trending. But it's not always for the right reasons. At first, I was against the people who were saying that she was cringy, but I'm sorry, I can't argue with that anymore. This video is going to completely contradict everything that I said in that original video that was titled, is Chloe Bailey forcing her sex appeal, or do y'all just love over-sexualizing black women? I believe that's what it was titled. But then again, I did make that video 2 years ago, and your girl can change her mind, okay? I do think that she is trying to force a specific image, and her core audience is just not into that. She's a gorgeous woman and she has a banging body. I mean, all body types are banging. But anyway, yeah, we all know that at this point. We all know that she has an amazing body. Sexiness does sell, but not when your audience doesn't even care about that. I know I can't speak for everyone, but I'm sure I'm not alone when I say I originally fell in love with Chloe Bailey because of her mind-blowing vocals. She put so much love and soul and power when she did covers.
What you want from me? That's to get close to you. Rain, no matter what I do, I'm no good without you.
But why don't I get that same feeling when I listen to her own songs? And I'm sorry, but why does she always feel the need to show off her body in the most cringiest ways? Is that even a word? Cringiest? I don't know. When I watch her videos, I'm just like, girl, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Like, I understand what y'all were talking about at first, like when I was like, no, y'all are just haters. She's just a gorgeous woman and y'all are jealous. Like, no, I get it now. I kind of get it. Like, after 2 years, it gets a little old. So yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies from that last video. If I was arguing with y'all in the comments of that video, let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's just, girl, we good now, right? We good. Anyway, back to her music. A few weeks ago, I made a tweet that said something along the lines of, in a lot of Chloe's songs, she uses her head voice in places that I wish she wouldn't. Example, the Treat Me chorus, like the treat me like a tree, and you're not doing right. No, I'm not a singer, like, but that was pretty good. No, I'm just playing. But for real, like that type of like, you know, high falsetto-y kind of vibe or whatever that she gives a lot in her songs, that to me would have sounded better if she used like a lower tone, lower register, her chest voice, if you will, because it is just so beautiful. Her chest voice is just amazing, so unique. Like, that's what I love, and that's what I want more from Chloe. I wish we could get more of that. And we kind of got a couple pieces of those, couple songs. I want to say like, I think 2 songs where I really felt the impact of her soulful voice on her newest album. But yeah, like it's mostly that like high falsetto. I just don't like it. And I do think that's why she and Halle really complimented each other. It's because Halle's head voice is so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. Like, we all know that Halle just has she's playing Ariel, you know what I mean? She has that Disney princess voice, and it just contrasts so well with Chloe's deep low tone. I just love that combination. That's why I think they work so well together. You know, I was really kind of disappointed when they stopped making music together, but I get they both have their own things going on. Hallie's head voice actually sounds more natural, whereas it does sound forced when Chloe does it most of the time. And someone responded to that tweet that I made saying, This is what I be talking about when I say she needs to find her sound. Her head voice is beautiful, yes, but her octave range is impeccable. I don't know why she stays in her head voice all the time, but she literally doesn't have to. Like, sis gets it. She gets it. She really gets it, because that is exactly what I mean. Like, she just elaborated a little more on what I was saying. But yes, like, that is exactly what I feel like a lot of us collectively do believe that. The main reason why I felt the need to make this video is because I recently came across a tweet that was actually able to express what I've been thinking for a while, but I could never find the right words. This one user was able to, though, and I was like, girl, Twitter is literally the place to go if you have a thought, but you don't really know how to say it. Someone will know and someone will say it for you, and you're like, bingo, bitch, like that is what I was trying to say. Anyway, this tweet is in regards to this post. Chloe's debut album, In Pieces, is flopping badly, only selling 10K copies. So the tweet says, in response to that, it says, I actually feel really bad for her because she seems like a genuine person and I want her to win, but this assessment is pretty spot on. So let me go ahead and read that assessment that they were referring to. It's a little long, so bear with me. And I'm gonna read it the whole way through without interrupting or like saying my opinion. I'm gonna wait till after I'm done reading this so I can state my opinion, because some of it I agree with and some of it I don't agree with. So just because I'm reading this doesn't mean that I agree with everything that's being said. I just wanted that to be known. So let me go ahead and read it.
I'm gonna do my best to explain why I think Chloe is flopping musically. Keep in mind that this is just my opinion, and also that I love her and her sister and really wish she wasn't flopping. So I think the problem she's facing is that she wishes she had an audience that she doesn't have. Because Chloe and Hallie made music from the perspective of young women who had some sense, and they were signed to Beyonce and had supportive parents, they both ended up garnering a fan base of people who have sense. Chloe, however, desperately wants to tap into the we don't have no sense market, but the no sense audience has already dubbed her lame because she appears to have sense. So she has an audience full of people who want to see her win and want to see her make music from the perspective of a self-actualized young woman with some kind of self-esteem. But because she wants the audience of people who love toxic relationships and watch Zeus Network all day, she releases music about happily getting cheated on and standing by her man. She releases music about cheating back after she is cheated on. She makes songs with the known Chris Brown and known womanizer Future, because the audience she wants are the people who thrive in chaos and dysfunction. But the chaotic audience already doesn't like her, so all she ends up doing is making music that her actual audience doesn't really connect to, and that her desired audience doesn't want to hear from her. If Saweetie and Summer Walker made Cheat Back, it would be a hit. But from Chloe, it's just like, girl, what is you doing? I tried to listen to her album, and the song started with her speaking, have you ever wondered who else your man is fucking? And I knew this was not the album for me. I do hope that the Chaos Legion from Zeus Network starts to believe that she is actually as toxic as they are, so that she can have the audience that she actually wants, though. Still wish her the best of luck.
Now, I know that was a lot to take in. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say that I agree with everything that was being said. For example, Chloe been making music about being cheated on. Like, there was that one song from The Ungodly Hour. Dang it, what was it called? I Wonder What She Thinks of Me. And it was basically in the perspective of the woman who was being cheated on. Or no, who was doing the cheating. Or like, yeah, right? Like the woman who was being, who was with the man who was cheating on his woman. So, I mean, it's nothing unfamiliar. So, I mean, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's a fair point. Also, they had a song about literally like unaliving a man. So I personally don't really have a problem with Chloe's lyrics, but the storyline in most of her songs get pretty repetitive on this new album, In Pieces. But it is funny that this person said that she is trying to make music for no sense people. I swear that's how a lot of artists, I say that very loosely, artists are able to make it nowadays. It's because a lot of people really don't have any sense. But the artist really also doesn't have any sense either. Like, they just be spitting shit out. But it actually works for them because, like, it's authentic. Chloe actually has sense. She is smart and she's really talented. And I'm sorry, but people just don't care about talent anymore. It's all about personality. I mean, it's always been a factor. Obviously, personality has always been a factor. But I really do think nowadays in this like new generation of music, or this new era of music, like people just don't care about the actual talent anymore. And I've made like several videos about that. Everything Chloe does seems so inauthentic, and the people can definitely tell. She really just needs to be herself and come out with more soulful, deep, and impactful songs. I really did enjoy the song In Pieces. That to me was one of her best songs on the album. She was singing from the soul. Like, I felt that. I really did feel that. And that's what I want to, like, that's what any normal person wants when they hear music. They want to feel something. Whether it be like you feel happy or you feel sad or whatever, like you just want to be in that, in where that artist is. And yeah, that was very rare in this album. I also like the song that she did with Chris Brown, despite, it being Chris Brown. I thought that was a really good song. Like, I think, Chris Brown, he does have vocals. We cannot deny that. His vocals are great. And their vocals together were really good. Another Twitter user wrote this: people thought Chloe Bailey was going to be the next Black princess, and she turned out to be the R&B version of Cardi B. And Black people have hated her ever since. They thought she was going to sing about Black excellence, but she decided to sing about poppin', and taking, So I really don't like that first part, because I do feel like they're trying to compare Chloe and Halle, her being the Disney Princess Ariel and all. But yeah, that's just not fair. Chloe is doing her own thing, and that's fine. I also definitely disagree with them saying that Black people hate Chloe Bailey, because that is just not true. We do not hate her. Seriously, we want better for her. Like, I just don't know why they said that at all. We don't hate her at all. I don't hate her at all. I just want better from her. You know what I mean? But the last part about the missing an opportunity to like speak about Black girl empowerment and Black girl excellence is so true. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Like, why are we trying to sing about cheating back, or about the same things that like Saweetie and Ice Spice are singing about? It's just not authentic. I keep saying that word, but it's just not, that's not what I expected from Chloe. That's honestly why you have to be so careful about how you start your career as an artist. When she first started out with Halle, prior to the Ungodly Hour album, people did put her in that good girl bubble. And now people won't let go of that version of herself, but it's not entirely their fault. Despite the cringy, over-sexualized videos, Chloe actually does give off that good girl vibe. For example, she's even said it herself several times that she's a very sensitive person. Like, she's a very caring person. She's the one who cried on live that one time that kid, I think it was a kid, was saying, he said something, I forgot, but like, I just remember that he was like being so heartfelt and like crying and stuff like that. And then Chloe was like, oh, and then Halle was like,
Oh my gosh. We love you and we thank you for joining. Oh my gosh. I'm sending you so much love, whatever you're going through. You got it. Don't worry. You're going to make me cry. All right, everyone. God bless him. Y'all. That messed me up. Why? I don't know.
So like, Chloe has always displayed like that she's actually caring and she has a good head on her shoulders. So this just makes no sense. Like, what she's trying to do makes absolutely no sense. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of artists who have gone that good girl gone bad route. For example, Rihanna, Britney Spears, I mean, even Ariana Grande. But the problem with Chloe Bailey's good girl gone bad, I guess that's what you would call it, transformation, is that it just wasn't done in the best way. It's just like, it just kind of was random. That's what I think. The other artists that I mentioned, like Britney Spears, Ariana Grande, Rihanna, already had a huge fan base, like loyal, supportive, diehard fans before they did this transition. So honestly, they could have done anything and their fans would be like eating that shit up. But Chloe Bailey, I'm sorry, she just hasn't set herself as an artist, as an independent artist, I should say, a solo artist, long enough for her to just make that transition. I just really think she should have done a couple more albums, maybe with Halle, if that was even possible, before she tried to transition her whole self, you know, into like this other person that she wants to be so badly. The poor execution could have been due to a combination of things. I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of the songs, or I mean, I'm not gonna say a lot, but like more than what you would expect of the songs on this new album In Pieces, I don't think were that good. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, argue with your mama. I just don't think a lot of them were good. So that could be one reason why. And like I said, her not having massive success with her audience before doing the old switcheroo and possibly even weak branding are also contributing factors. And what I'm talking about is the poor execution of Chloe's Good Girl Gone Bad. I hope that made sense. I don't know. Her, or I'm not sure if it was her team, like whose decision it was, didn't really release the best singles before releasing the album. I listened to Pray It Away several times before the album was released, and I tried to like it because I genuinely liked the song Treat Me, besides the only critique that I had earlier about her using her head voice instead of her chest voice. But yeah, the only reason I compared to that is because I thought it was going to have a similar feel, like from what she was releasing, like the little teasers before she released the whole song. I was like, ooh, okay, I kind of like this, but after hearing the whole song, I really did feel like it fell flat. There was nothing special about it. The music video was really dope. I liked that part. Like the visuals were good, but the song Prayed Away was not good to me. Like I said before, if she would have done like a couple more albums with Halle and transformed or branded herself as whatever she's trying to do now during that time, then the people that she's trying to appeal to may have seen it as more authentic. But when she announced her decision to go solo, I think it left a lot of people confused. I understand Halle's acting career is taking off. I think that should have given Chloe the perfect opportunity to work on her craft. I don't think she should have gone solo so soon. Maybe she felt pressure from her label, or sis was like, I just need to make this coin. If that's the case, then I'm really not mad at her. But it's the fact that she's always talking about, oh, this song just meant so much to me, and it's coming from the heart, and then you listen to it, you're like, that doesn't sound like a heartfelt song. She said this about a lot of songs, and then it's just not heartfelt at all. I'm like, this is not a heartfelt message. This is really random. Like, it's what? You know what I mean? I don't know why she tries to pretend like she sits in a room and she's just like, when she's coming up with these songs, that it's something so impactful and powerful and deep, and it's really not. I also wanted to add that another Twitter user said this, which gives a little more depth to my point, the point that I made earlier. Okay, so this post said, to me, her voice just doesn't fit with the songs she's singing. Sis' vocal range is crazy, but she's not singing songs that showcase that. She be trying to sound sultry, and her voice is more than that, for real. And one more tweet I'm going to mention, although there were plenty of others that were agreeing, is this one. Chloe is vocally captivating. She has something that cannot be manufactured, talent. However, her team relies on gimmicks and today's biggest trend, messiness. Artist development takes time. We have so much to look forward to from and for her, rooting for her. Notice that everyone that comments about Chloe isn't even trying to be mean, or they're not even trying to show that they don't like her at all. They're just expressing that they know that she has so much talent and potential, and she's basically wasting it on what exactly? Or should I say, for who exactly? I love Chloe Bailey when she's herself, and we've seen who she really is, and we can tell when she's bullshitting. All the true fans ask of her is to be her genuine, authentic self. There I go, using that word again. And stop trying to please people who don't even care. Let them have their nonsensical artists. I'm not gonna name names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. And also, real ones have been there since day one for Chloe, hoping that she'll learn which audience to cater to, the fans who love her. But unfortunately, if that doesn't happen, this might just be the end of her career as an artist. Okay, y'all, so that was the end of today's video. I know I probably lost a few subscribers from this video because it was a bit controversial, and it did completely contradict what I said before in my video 2 years ago, but I had to speak my mind on this. If y'all have anything to add, or even hell, argue with, let me know in the comments down below. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!